is Jens Matthies. I'm the creative director at MachineGames, and we're making Wolfenstein: The New Order.
What was it like for your team to step into the lore of such a popular and instrumental first-person shooter franchise?
For us, it's just a huge honor working with this IP. A lot of us grew up and had the sort of first mind-blowing experience playing Wolfenstein 3D, and we want to do our best to honor that legacy.
Can you talk a little about the storyline and how you're taking an approach with this game?
Yeah, so in our game, the Nazis have won the war, and we've moved the timeline forward to the year 1960. And BJ Blazkowicz, the protagonist, has been in a coma for 14 years, and he wakes up into this brand new strange world where the Nazis rule everything, basically. And it's about him trying to reconnect with some form of resistance movement and rebuild it and begin the arduous journey of trying to topple the Nazi regime.
Can you talk a little about what that time span of 14 years has meant for the technology that BJ is going to be going up against, the Nazis have?
Yeah, so the Nazis didn't just win by accident. They won the war because they have access to some sort of mysterious technology, and they've sort of exploited that and incorporated it into their war machine. So not only do they rule the world, they're extremely technologically advanced, and you get to sort of take advantage of that too by stealing their stuff.
You got some really formidable foes there, especially those huge mechs. Can you talk about the role they play in this game?
Yeah, well, we try to, you know, and it all goes back to sort of honoring the original, where you had like Mecha Hitler and that kind of thing. And we like, there's nothing like taking down a Nazi robot. Like it's really good fun to explode Nazi heads too. But once you meet a Nazi robot, that's on another level.
You even have Nazi robot dogs.
Yes, we call them the Panzerhund.
This world is also inhabited by some very strange people on that train. I don't even know how to pronounce the lady's name, but talk a little about that.
Yeah, we work a lot with our storytelling, and that's the thing. We don't view this game as a straight shooter. We view it more as an action-adventure. So fundamentally, Wolfenstein is always like a shooter at its core, but we're layering a lot of drama on top of that. And there's this one moment where we introduce one of our antagonists. Her name is Frau Engel, and you have this sort of scary meeting with her on a train.
When it comes to the weapons, can you talk about the arsenal that you'll have access to?
Yeah, a lot of it, Wolfenstein, in the immortal words of Tim Willits, is all about big guns. So he really took that at heart, and we tried to amp up the destructive power, basically. So whatever big guns we have, usually you can have two of them, like auto shotguns and weird, crazy laser weapons, that kind of thing.
What's your favorite to play with?
We call it the laser craft work. If you shoot somebody that doesn't have a lot of armor, it basically liquefies them. That's fun.
You got a lot of weapons, but some of these enemies you go up against are extremely challenging. Can you talk a little about the difficulty level and how you guys are playing that out?
Yeah, we're still at the point in time where we're tweaking the difficulty levels, so it can be a little challenging sometimes. But of course, for the final product, we'll have various difficulty level settings, and the hard ones will be really, really hard. That's the purpose of difficulty settings.
Can you talk about the setting of the level we just played was in London, but it's a London very different than what people are used to today.
Yeah, basically after the Nazis took over, they just bulldozed downtown of London, and they put up their own buildings, and the level that you played was a building we called the London Nautica, which is their sort of center for research and development of very scary technology. But it's also on the ground floor, it's sort of a museum that celebrates their space adventures, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a very varied environment.
Very interactive environment. You get to blow up their version of the moon as well.
Yeah, they have like a small, or not small, but they have a pretty big model of the moon. Not full scale, but pretty big. Yeah, we work a lot with trying to get cool destruction in the environment.